on Divorce Court today. Can a throwback romance work? After 20 years, Tiffany and Marcus resurrected their high school relationship. Now that they are grown up, the bonds that tied them together are breaking apart. Tiffany Jackson and Marcus Jackson have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court starts now.
Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, I understand that you two have what I call a social media reach-back relationship. I see them a great deal. A lot of them end up here. Why don't you tell me how you reached back on social media and found him?
Okay, well, when we were in high school together, I met Marcus in chorus class, and I thought he was the most handsome man I had ever seen. I knew immediately I was gonna marry this man. And we started going out a couple months after we met, and you know, we went out for a little while. He was the love of my life. It was so romantic. We ended up breaking up and went our separate ways. A couple years later, you know, I would see him around our hometown and we would catch up, and we remained friends, you know, and I ended up working, you know, at a strip club. He knew about that and he never judged me.
Well, what were you doing in the strip club?
I'm sorry?
What were you doing in the strip club?
I was dancing.
Oh, you were stripping? Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yes, I was getting my money.
For how long?
I danced in strip club 10 years.
No kidding.
Yes.
Did you enjoy the work?
Not after a while, but at first, yes, I liked
It was
the attention.
fun, it was exciting,
Yes.
and yeah. Hey, no judgment, just interest.
So he knew, you know, everybody knew, you know, my friends all knew that that's where I worked, and you know, and we remained friends. Later on, I ended up having a daughter, you know, with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up, you know, dating other people. He dated other people, and then I saw him on social media last year. And I kind of sent him a message, and I said, "Are you single?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm single." And I said, "Well, I'm single now, and you know, I wonder why we never got married back in the day." And he said, "I don't know. You know, we went our separate ways. You doing your own thing. You're at the club, and I said, you know what? Let's get married next week." And we hadn't dated in 20 years, and he agreed, and I was shocked when he said yes.
Are you surprised to be here?
A little, I am, because he's the love of my life. I mean, I always dreamed of marrying him for 20 years.
Do you remember what you just said to me? He said, you asked him. Do you remember why we never got married? Do you really?
I said, why did we never get married?
Uh-huh.
And
there was a reason. You just didn't remember what it was.
I didn't remember what it was. And just like and I don't think he did either. We went our separate ways.
Social media reach-backs are a difficult thing. It gives you a false sense of familiarity. Oh, I know this guy. And you remember all the good stuff, but you don't remember the bad stuff. And you remember how he looks because you see his little posted picture on there with the beard looking all good. And then you have a false sense of this was meant to be. I loved them, and now I found him on social media. Yes. And everybody and their mama on social media, everybody but Joe.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But he looked good, and I just, the picture, I felt like he got his life together. I was like, okay, maybe now it's time for me to try to get in there.
Pull him on in.
Yes,
tie him
and reel
on
him
down.
on in.
And
reel him on in. And
Mr. Jackson, she thought you were a great catch. I bet you are. But let me ask you, after just meeting briefly on Facebook after so many years, and she asked you to marry you, why say yes? Why not say, let's date a little bit, babe?
Well, I figured we were pretty much beyond the dating phase, you know, we were back and forth, you know, after we first met, and it was just something that I was looking forward to for the longest time now.
So what went wrong?
Oh, my goodness. Where can I begin? First of all, when we got married, like I said, the engagement was only 7 days. So I went
I can't get over that, but go
ahead.
ahead.
It's only 7 days. So I went to our hometown where he was currently living. I lived about 100 miles away, you know. So I went to our hometown to marry him. I went and I picked up the rings. I paid for the marriage license. You know what I mean? I knew he didn't really have much money. He was working this, you know, job that he hated, and he just wasn't making, hours were cut, so he wasn't making a lot of money. So I said, you know, don't buy me a ring. I'll get the wedding bands. I'll pay for the marriage license. I'll get the brand new apartment we're going to get. I did everything. Went down there, married him, whatever. Moved him, helped him move all his stuff in with me. You know what I'm saying? Got him a brand new job. I did it all. Yes.
Do you ever feel like you got a little bit of the bum's rush? I got this, I'm gonna marry you, I'm gonna get the ring, gonna get the apartment, gonna get you a job, and I'm gonna slot you into my life. Did you ever feel like that?
Not at first, but...
Or do you like that kind of woman? Some people like a woman who just takes charge and handles your stuff and is cool.
Well, it was more like I was trying to get into my own, but when she came to me with the proposal, I was more interested in just starting my commitment. And
she sounds a little bossy to me. I want to
am.
know if that's how you feel.
well, she may be bossy, but,
But
you know,
it's okay if you like it, though.
Right.
Everybody gotta like what they like, and if you like bossy, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with that, 100%.
Yes, I can be a little bossy. Yes, I am. I take charge. I take charge.
Okay.
If I see that you're not making no moves, I'm going to go ahead and we need to do this, this, and this.
So I need to know. I mean, you got your man, you're in charge, you took care of everything. What's the problem?
The problem is when he moved in, he seems to think that he can still be the man he was before he got married. There's some things you need to change. You need to spend time with your wife. You need to help around the house. You need to help cook. You cannot sit there and play the video game for 8 hours straight. You are not a 16-year-old child. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel as though he still believes that he is that bachelor sitting in his apartment playing his the video game. That's not what this is. You need to, chip in. You can't just get off work and do whatever you want to do.
Play your role.
Play your role. I get off work, I got to go in here and cook and, run after the kid. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm working as well, and I'm pretty much bringing home the bacon. I pay the rent, and it's...
Does she work full-time as well?
Yes.
Or does she work part-time?
She works full-time.
She works full-time. So you both work full-time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you at all believe that when you get home, she takes care of the entire second shift and you're just off?
No, I don't believe that at all.
What do you believe she's missing about what you're doing around the house that she's not acknowledging?
When I come home, I do cook, I clean up.
Come on. You cook because I told you to cook. You have to be told what to do.
That's easy to believe.
Next, are Marcus's video games the deal breaker for Tiffany? Or does he just use them to escape her violent alter ego? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Divorce Court, real relationships, raw emotion. Testimony continues now.
What I'm feeling here, Ms. Jackson, is he does what he's told, but you're sick of telling him he should handle his business because it's something he knows he needs to do.
Exactly.
Is that what I have?
That's what I'm saying. He need to use his head, his brain for something besides a hat rack.
Ooh, that was cold.
Why do I have to think for you?
Yeah. Let me tell you why. I don't think you give him an opportunity to come home and make plans and decisions about what he needs to do, because you barking and pointing the minute you hit the door.
I gave him an opportunity. And you know what happened in that opportunity? When I didn't say a word, just let him come home and see what he's gonna do. He played the game.
Is there a particular game or just video games in general?
In general, it don't even matter. One time he'll be playing this game, it could be a different game. I'm like, what game are you playing now? Oh, it's just a new game, don't worry about it. I'm a gamer.
Be honest, Mr. Jackson, do you play a lot of video games?
I do, but not as often.
How much time per day do you believe you spend on the video game?
2 hours, two and a half hours tops.
2.5 hours a day?
Not daily, but...
Not daily, but most days, some
Most
days.
Whenever I feel the mood to pick up the controller.
How much time do you two spend together being married?
I'd say about 85, 90%.
What?
Really?
What
How could that
in?
be?
Because
Where are you
when I come home from work, it's hey love, hi love, and from there we go into either cook mode, clean up, talk.
I'm sorry, but when he comes home from work, Your Honor, he comes home, you know, he takes off his work clothes, whatever the case may be. If I have already cooked, he will go ahead and eat, and then he proceeds to sit in front of the television, and he's going to play that game, or he's going to watch his movies, and I'm in the back room, probably on my laptop surfing the web or something.
Okay.
We spend no time together.
Okay. Mr. Jackson, I want you to tell me what distresses you about this union. You say she's got some issues, anger, or whatever going on that you believe is tearing the marriage apart.
I believe that she has another personality, which I have named Inafit, which is Tiffany spelled backwards.
Inafit.
Inafit.
Okay. Give me an example when Inafit showed up and showed out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. One example, I work as a mechanic. Okay. And I was at the shop one day, and I just so happens that I needed some new tools, and I got this tool set up.
Right.
The total came up to like $547, and I was good with that. But what I failed to do was I failed to tell her about it. And when she found out, she called me on my job. That was Inafi calling me, not Tiffany, because I could literally put the phone a foot away from my ear and still hear every word she screamed at me
First
clearly.
of all, if you did not want me to call you on your job, perhaps maybe you should have told me about the tools when you were at home with me.
Well, hang on, Ms. Jackson. Hang on.
When Divorce Court continues, is it managing money or just plain greed that has Tiffany bent out of shape?
These high school sweethearts met again after 20 years. Do you believe throwback romance can work? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You will also receive some valuable offers.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
You really believe that your husband ought to clear purchases he makes on his job with his tools with you?
Yes.
And why do you believe that's appropriate?
Because we are not rich. Any large purchases, whether it is for your job or personal use, we need to discuss. That same tool that he's talking about, he bought, one wrench was $50. I went on this other website online, found one just like it, same size, $10. I'm sorry, I'm not in the business of giving away money. Maybe that's what he do, that's not what I do.
Do you think that's something you should have said in a more rational fashion? You know, hon, next time you buy I get what you did,
Oh,
but
wait a
next
minute.
no, I don't wait a minute.
I'm just saying, I did that.
Oh no.
Your Honor.
I saw what you bought, and I understand why you needed it. I said, but I think I can find them cheaper online. So before you buy next time, why don't you see if we can sit down together and find a deal?
I understand.
I mean, leave his manhood intact.
And I try to do that. I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I try to understand his
that's
point
a
of view.
lie.
I do. I try to understand. Yes, he is a man. He does need the tools. He does have a job to do. He brings home the bacon. But I feel as though we need to discuss any large purchases.
That is not a discussion. You are fussing at him like you're his mother. And nobody wants that. Even if he's made a mistake. You made mistakes. Instead of just coming at somebody, you resolve it by saying, hey, babe, I know what you did. Hey, maybe next time I can help you by finding a better deal. Would you have liked that better?
That would have been more appropriate.
Now, you're mad because he didn't get you anything for your birthday.
Yes.
And you say he doesn't come correct at holiday time. Tell me what he didn't do and why you're so mad about it.
Well, usually when we get into an argument or something like that, Marcus will go out and purchase me, some flowers or something, if he knows I'm angry with him or upset. So about a week before, Valentine's Day, we got into an argument. Of course, he went out and bought me some flowers, card, whatever, a teddy bear. And I said, thank you. You know, appreciate it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I did. I did appreciate it. I did, thank you, but I know why you bought it. I appreciated it. I did thank him. It was very nice, but I'm not gonna lie. I did say, this is a week before Valentine's Day. This is not my Valentine's Day gift, is it? He was like, no, babe. Valentine's Day comes. I get online. I order him, a little fruit basket. He got it at his job. He's texting me, took pictures of it. People at work talking about, he's great.
That's how you appreciate a gift.
Well,
When somebody gives it to
you're
you,
right.
you don't say, ooh, I know why you gave it to me, this and that. You take a picture of it, you show it off, and that's
You're
how you
right.
appreciate a gift.
And he did.
But go ahead.
He appreciated it.
But
And
go
I liked
ahead.
that. It made me feel good. So, of course, I'm at home all day waiting for my gift. Maybe he's going to bring it home from work with him. He came in from work. Hey, babe, how was your day? I said, it was great. It was okay. Did you get your gift basket? Yeah, I got it. Thanks. I got nothing.
Mr. Jackson, did you mess up on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I think I did. I mean,
I love a man who doesn't make excuses. Yeah, I just blew that one. I don't know what to say.
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
Mr. Jackson, I like you. I think you're a nice guy. I think you're a hard worker. I think you need to stand up for yourself a little bit more. I think you need to be more proactive in your own defense, because you don't want to be talked to like that. You don't deserve to be talked to like that. Now, Ms. Jackson, I've already told you what I think about how you say what you say. Now I'm gonna wonder why. You spent 10 years as a stripper. The environment in which you strip, what you are to those men, you're not a person to them, you're an object. What do you think they're doing, or you know what I'm saying? What do you think about them as a function of that?
By being there, I think that I lost a lot of respect for men. I kind of feel like we have to stand up for ourselves, and we have to, demand respect for, from these men, because otherwise they're not going to respect us. And that was what I experienced in that club.
Did you ever look at it that way?
well, yeah, I'm proud to say that I've never
You're not that
become-
guy.
Exactly, I'm not
And
that
you
guy.
know he's not that guy, and that's why you clanked him so quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, good brother.
Yeah.
Can I say this to the both of you? I want you to remember that experience in the strip club as a tree you need to knock down. You can help knocking down that tree. She wants a teddy bear because she has to be shown love and affection like she's a sweet, great princess, as opposed to some chick on a pole. Do you know what I mean? And your failure to do that says, oh, you don't see me as a woman. I'm just the chick in the kitchen or a chick with a check. And so it has a greater meaning to her than it otherwise might have. So make a point of never forgetting that she needs to have that good woman in her stroked and understood and identified a lot. And I think that might help you get a little less of that crank going on. Ms. Jackson, I think you need to remember every day all the good stuff he does. This brother's coming home. This brother is working. This brother is not hooping and hollering, calling you out your name. He got no wandering eye. His feet stay where they're supposed to be. You see all of that, and all you can talk about is you didn't get a teddy bear. You know what I mean?
I understand. I do. I know.
And it's hard for someone to be 95% good and only get reminded of the 5% bad. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Give the man some room. Give the man some respect. Give him some dignity. Give him some appreciation, and quit fussing at him on the phone. You agree with me?
I agree.
This matter is adjourned.
Tiffany agrees with the judge that her view of men in general is hurting Marcus and has vowed to change. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.